Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm thrilled to present this important session, Unmasking Unconscious Bias, which is a vital part of our DEI Workplace Insights series dedicated to cultivating a truly diverse, equitable, and inclusive workplace. Today, we're going to delve into a topic that significantly impacts our decisions, our interactions, and ultimately, the fairness and inclusivity of our workplace. This is a crucial element of our work appropriate DEI training. We'll explore what unconscious bias truly is, how it subtly influences us, and most importantly, practical strategies we can all use to mitigate its effects. This isn't about pointing fingers, it's about raising awareness and equipping ourselves with the tools to make more conscious, equitable choices. Let's begin. To understand unconscious bias, let's think about how our brains work. Our brains are incredibly efficient, constantly processing vast amounts of information. To manage this, they create shortcuts, automatic judgments, assumptions, and stereotypes, often without us even realizing it. This is what we call unconscious bias. It's not about intentional malice, it's about deeply ingrained patterns of thought. For example, affinity bias is when we naturally gravitate towards people who remind us of ourselves. Confirmation bias means we tend to seek out and interpret information in a way that confirms our existing beliefs. And the halo or horn effect is when our overall positive or negative impression of someone influences our specific judgments about them. These biases are unconscious because they form over a lifetime from our experiences, culture, and the media we consume, shaping our perceptions and decisions without conscious effort. Unconscious bias is pervasive, and it shows up in many critical areas within the workplace. Consider hiring and recruitment. Biases can influence who gets past resume screening based on names or perceived educational backgrounds, and how we conduct interviews, where first impressions or subjective cultural fit can overshadow actual qualifications. In performance reviews, subjectivity often creeps into feedback, and a person's likability might unintentionally influence their evaluation more than their actual performance metrics. And in team dynamics, bias can affect who gets heard in meetings, whose ideas are amplified, who gets assigned high-profile, career-advancing projects, and even who gets invited to informal networking opportunities. These are all subtle yet powerful ways unconscious bias can impact equity and opportunity within our work-appropriate DEI framework. The good news is that while unconscious bias is powerful, it is not unchangeable. There are effective strategies we can employ to mitigate its effects. First, self-awareness is key. This means actively reflecting on your own assumptions, recognizing your gut feelings, and challenging where they might come from. It also means actively seeking feedback from others. They can often see blind spots we cannot. Second, implement structured processes. This involves using standardized interview rubrics with clear, objective criteria, not just subjective notes. It means establishing clear, measurable criteria for performance reviews. And where possible, consider practices like blind resume reviews to remove identifying information. Finally, actively seek out diverse perspectives. Make a conscious effort to include and listen to voices from different backgrounds when making decisions, and ensure decision-making panels are themselves diverse. The more perspectives you have at the table, the less likely a single bias will dominate, supporting our work-appropriate DEI goals. Understanding unconscious bias is just the beginning. Our goal is to move from unconscious actions to conscious choices. I encourage you to continue learning about DEI. This is an ongoing journey, not a one-time training. Actively challenge assumptions, both your own and those you observe in discussions or decisions around you. Most importantly, be an ally. Speak up when you notice bias, support colleagues who might be impacted, and advocate for equitable practices. Remember, every single choice you make, every interaction you have, contributes to the culture of our workplace. Your commitment to conscious choice truly matters. Thank you for your engagement and for being a part of creating a more equitable and inclusive environment for everyone. To further your learning and continue your journey of unmasking unconscious bias, we have some excellent resources to share. I highly recommend books like Blind Spot by Mahzarin R. Banaji and Anthony G. Greenwald, which provides a scientific look at these biases, or The Person You Mean to Be by Dolly Cho for practical advice on fighting bias. The Loudest Duck by Laura A. Liswood offers a new perspective on stereotypes and inclusion. In addition to reading, consider taking a free implicit association test from Project Implicit to uncover your own biases. You can also implement structured interview templates, engage in mentorship programs, and seek out additional DEI training. All of these resources are available in the video description for your convenience. Thank you so much for your time and attention today and for being a vital part of our DEI Workplace Insights series. We hope this presentation has provided valuable insights into unmasking unconscious bias and empowering you to make more conscious choices. If you found this video helpful, please take a moment to like it. And to stay informed on all our future sessions aimed at cultivating a more diverse and equitable workplace, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Your engagement helps us build a more inclusive future together.